Hello, everyone, and welcome to Storytime with Miss Abby. Today we will be reading First Graders from Mars, Episode 2 The Problem with Pelly, written by Shayna Corey and illustrated by Mark Teague. So let's go grab your favorite stuffy and get settled in for another reading adventure. Pod 1 was getting ready for a special visitor. She was a singer with the Grand Martian Opera. "What is opera?" asked Pelly. "Opera is fancy singing," said Tara. "Like this. La ba, la ba, la ba," she sang. Horace covered his ears. The plants covered theirs too. Everyone wanted to make a good impression. They cleaned out their thinking capsules. They practiced playing their instruments. They drew pictures to hang on the walls. "What is that?" asked Tara, when she saw Pelly's picture. "That is my family," said Pelly. Tara held up her own picture. She and her parents had matching tentacles. The baby had two heads. "This is what normal families look like," said Tara. "Your family is weird." Horace glared at Tara. "Pelly's family is not weird," he said. He looked at Pelly's picture. "They're just different." Pelly frowned. She didn't want to be different. She wanted to be normal. She looked at her picture again. Maybe her family was weird. Maybe she was weird. She threw away her picture so the special visitor would not see. After school, Pelly's mom picked her up. The fluffer nobbin on her head bobbed up and down in the breeze. Pelly looked around. None of the other mothers had fluffer nobbins. They all had regular tentacles. "I'll just go in and say meep meep to Miss Vortex," said Pelly's mom. "No, Bo," said Pelly. "I think she's busy. Let's go." She hopped into the flying cup and shut the hatch. All that night, Pelly noticed how weird her family was. They may have been normal when they lived on Phobos, but on Mars, they were definitely different. Whenever they spoke, their mouths moved like normal Martians, but the words drifted out of their fluffernubbins. "Well, watch this," said Pelly's brother. He blew a milk bubble through his fluffernubbin. Pelly sank down in her seat and sighed. Pelly didn't want the special visitor to think she was weird, so the next morning she put 3 rubber bands around her fluffernubbin. Then she went down to breakfast. "Your beautiful fluffernubbin," said Pelly's mom. What was wrong with it the way it was? Pelly looked at her mom sadly. She had no idea. After breakfast, Pelly's mom took her to school. Pelly looked at her fluffernubbin one last time. It was perfect. She skipped all the way into pod 1. She felt wonderful. She felt light as air. But best of all, she felt normal. Then she saw Tara. "What is that on your head?" asked Tara. "Tentacles," said Pelly. Only the rubber bands muffled the word, so it came out like twerpsicles. "Nice twerpsicles," said Tara. No one else liked Pelly's tentacles either. "You were fine the way you were," said Horace. "Juice being ice," said Pelly. She meant, "You're just being nice." "We can't understand what you're saying," said Miss Vortex. Pelly scribbled on her pad. "I'll write notes." At lunchtime, Horace gave Pelly a slice of his pepper and pancake pie. The pepper tickled Pelly's nose. "Ah, ah, choo-boo," she said. Pop! The rubber bands flew off her fluffernubbin. Miss Vortex was not amused. "That's it, Pelly," said Miss Vortex. "No more tentacles." "But I will be the only one without them," cried Pelly. "And the only one with that fluff or whatever," Tara pointed out. After lunch, Miss Vortex called Pod 1 together. Time to get ready for our special visitor. I have never met a famous singer, said Horace. Me either, said Pelly. But then, famous singers probably stay away from weirdos. I bet she likes me best, said Tara. I have a lovely singing voice. Miss Vortex passed out instruments. We'll play backup, she said. Everyone started tuning up. Suddenly, the door opened. Introducing Madama de Luna, said Miss Vortex. Oh, whispered Tara, she's perfect. For once, Pelly agreed with Tara. Madama de Luna was perfect. She smiled a perfect smile. She waved a perfect wave. Then she took off her scarf. Pelly couldn't believe it. Madama de Luna had a fluffy, fabulous fluffernubbin. It swayed with the music as she sang, la la ha 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 ba. When she was done, everyone cheered. I'm going to be an opera singer too, said Tara. La ba ha. Madama de Luna smiled. Keep practicing, dear. How do you do it? Asked Horace. It's my fluffernubbin, said Madame de Luna. It helps me range and gives my voice that something special. Mine too, Pelly asked. Try it, darling. La ha 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 ba, Pelly sang. Beautiful, said Madame de Luna. And from then on, Pelly didn't mind being a little different. After all, special Martians usually are. The end. Thanks for joining us here today at Storytime with Miss Abby. We hope you enjoyed the story and we can't wait for you to visit us again soon. Bye bye.